her entire wardrobe. And we also lived together with Tiffany, who is the other maid of honor. So, I know it's supposed to be taboo to mention past relationships, but some of you may not know that Amy has been married before. On Facebook, that is. Yes, Amy and I were married for 5 years on Facebook. We spent so much time together in freshman year, we started calling each other wifey. And as a joke, we decided to make our relationship official to the social networking world of Facebook. And for over 5 years, we stayed married until one day, Amy called me up and said, "So, can we change our relationship status?" So she could be in a relationship with Steve. That's actually when I knew Steve was the one. And I was very happy for her. And so in the early stages of the relationship, Amy kept denying that she loves Steve. She was saying, "Oh, just like him." But Tiffany and I knew better. She felt so hard for Steve, she didn't want to admit it. It was all too obvious. From the way her face lit up when Steve was around, to the way she giggled when she was talking about Steve. Steve, you got her good when you took her to the Beauty and the Beast musical on your first date. Good job. We're so impressed. So as Amy's previous wifey, I can tell you how Amy will be a great wife. First, she is loving and has so much love to give. She's always there for her family and friends. She's gone overseas with Steve to Cambodia and spread love to the orphans there. She loves Steve so much. She is full of joy and will share with Steve his joys and sorrows. She's devoted and loyal. She will always be there to support Steve and cheer him on. Above all, she loves God, and He will guide you from your dreams. Steve, you're the luckiest man in the world, and I know you are. I know you will cherish and love her. You guys are so beautiful together. I'm so excited to see the adventures that God has laid ahead of you two. So raise your glasses, everyone. Here's the lovely couple, Steve and Amy. Cheers!
Alright, right now we're giving mic to Steve's brothers, and they're going to also give us those. Let's give it up for Anthony and Edmund.
On behalf of our mom and dad, we would like to thank you all for being here for Steve and Amy's special day.
Mama and Papa, can you please stand up one more time so everyone can recognize you and give you a round of applause?
Many of you may not know us, but we are Steve's best friend. Me being Anthony, and this being Edmund, our youngest brother. In addition, this speech is going to be a little comedic, so please do not take offense.
And please know that the only reason why we're giving this speech today is because Steve pretty much said, you guys can say whatever you want. So that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to say whatever we want. So since we've been married for at least 6 months, we believe Anthony and I know a little more about marriage than Steve does. And we can tell him for a fact that marriage is not all about sexy time.
Since we have also been a part of Steve's life, we kind of know what characteristics of Steve of him makes a good husband.
And if that doesn't work, at least he'll make a good sugar daddy.
So we'll be telling characteristics of Steve with respect to certain childhood stories that we have. So please enjoy.
So the first story I have with Steve is when I was in 7th grade and Steve was 3 years older than me, so he was in 10th grade. And we went to the same school together. It was called Chinese Christian Schools. And it was a private school and everything. But then, you know, some stuff still happened that wasn't that private. So there was this one student named Benji. Remember Benji? Okay, so there's this one student named Benji who really picked on me. Like every chance he got, he would come, hug me, put me on a headlock, and he would take me to the floor. And I didn't think it was that cool. And Steve saw it a couple times, but then he thought it was all fun and games. But then eventually I told Steve, hey Steve, you know, this Benji guy, he's really pissing me off and making me feel really uncomfortable. And then the next day, Steve went to Chinese Christian schools and he told Benji, hey, cut that crap out. That's my brother there, you know? Like, I thought you were playing, but because you're not playing, stop it. And I was really surprised because, you know, in high school, you're always trying to achieve the coolness and that. Oh yeah, just go ahead and pick up my brother, and we'll all laugh at it. But Steve really stood up for me, and I was really thankful for it. And I'm sure he'll always stand up for Amy and her family as well. So that's one of my stories why I believe that Steve will make a great husband.
Many of you may or may not know, I lived with Steve for about 3 years in his Fremont house. That was an experience to remember and also forget. So while living with Steve, there are a lot of stuff I learned about him, who he was, and his personality. If you guys do not know, me and my dad are the jokers of the family. We really love any types of jokes, like perverted jokes, bathroom humor, and like drunk texting. I think Amy has a bit of experience with that. So, and we love them because of one reason. It's because they are really funny. So, this one time when Steve was really sick with, I think, the flu, I placed this device called the Tamagotchi under his bed. I'm not sure if any of you remember what the Tamagotchi is, but the Tamagotchi is basically like an electronic pet that rings an alarm every 30 to 45 minutes and tells you to feed it. So what I did was when Steve was sick, had the flu, I hid it under his bed as a joke. So every 30 to 45 minutes, it would beep, 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 and then he would wake up, try to find it. But he was sick, and after like 10 minutes, he would give up and go back to sleep. And then I would be like in the next room rapping, like, this is so funny. So, anyways, at the end of it, he actually did not find the toy until he got well. So, what this proves is that Steve really has good temperament, and after it all, he actually did not get angry at me. So that's something I should really learn from Steve, and definitely good to have in the wedding, in marriage.
Okay, so for my second story, by the way, we have quite a few stories here. But then for my second story, I want to tell how Steve growing up was the ideal role model to my parents. I mean, growing up, my parents absolutely loved Steve. He got straight A's, he was in all the advanced placement classes, and most importantly, he didn't like girls. You know? I mean, quite honestly, Steve never expressed interest in girls until he joined GRS. And then that's when he started, dating, I can say. But anyways, I want to say that Steve is a really good provider because of this one incident. So in Chinese Christian schools, every year we would have a spelling bee. And during the spelling bee, my parents struck a deal with us and said, okay, you three Tang brothers, whenever you guys make the top 10, I'll buy you a Super Nintendo game, says my dad. And as much as Amy and I tried, we could never get to the top 10. I mean, we were usually top 50. But somehow, someway, Steve Tang, every single year, made it to the top 10 and gave us a Super Nintendo game. So I just wanted to tell Amy and Steve that Amy has nothing to fear about when Steve provides for the family.
This is the last story, personal story for one of the joint stories. So, as many of you know, what's my name? I am a huge gardener, and I really like to garden and grow my own food. And I am a big fan of growing my own garden and humidor. So, I know that growing your own garden and vegetables takes a lot of time, effort, dedication, and patience. And when I lived with Steve, I tried to promote this type of behavior through him, like going outside and growing stuff in the garden. But Steve insisted to grow hair in the microwave and shower. So, but after I left, last year, his vegetable garden was actually much better and bigger than mine. For instance, the zucchinis of 24 inches would like make a zebra or more stain. So, with that in mind, Steve definitely has the dedication and patience to being a marriage for Amy. The last story that Edmund and I are going to tell is the story that we call Painkiller. So, Steve and the Tang family are really aggressive in games and board games in general, and we really love them. Yeah, we really love them and are really hardcore in winning at them.
Steve Tang himself, he's ruthless. Like, take for instance, you're playing a game, you have 10 points and you have 1 point. He's gonna say, screw you, you have 1 point, and I'm gonna have 11 points, and you're not gonna have any points. But, however, after he met Amy changed him.
So, one night we were playing this game called Bonanza, basically that involves trading cards, wheeling and dealing, and basically trying to get different cards from your opponent. And this one time, basically, Steve was willing to trade whatever he wanted to Amy. So, so basically Steve, like, unmovable law, yielded in a gentle way in order to Amy.
And please, let this be known, we have never seen this before. Not even the, Richard Louis not here, but, yeah, he's like Steve's best friend. I think we're good for him.
Alright, one last thing before we close, and let you know when we take a minute.
Just like Steve tonight.
If everyone can stand up.